Hello, SquirrelTribe 2.0. So right off the bat, you may notice something a little bit different today. I don't know if you've noticed what's happening up here, but for those of you who have never been here before, let me please show you a picture so you have something to compare to in just a moment. So this morning, this is how my hair looked. Okay, this was my hair this morning. You see the lovely glare and everything, whatever, and it's big-headed, whatever. That was my hair this morning. It is no longer my hair. So for those of you who have been here before, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome to SquirrelTribe 2.0. I have had the same hair for years. I have some weird fear of dyeing my hair and cutting my hair and whatever else, changing things up. I don't know why, it's just always been that way. But when I do things, I have a tendency to kind of go big or go home, right? That's pretty much the hair motto for me. In the past month, let me just back up. A month ago, my husband says to me while we're walking into our apartment, out of nowhere, he goes, "You should cut your hair." He goes, "You know, if you want to, you should cut it, change the color, do whatever you want." And all I heard was, "You should cut your hair or change your hair." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so for the past month, I have been all about downloading pictures of hair, different hair colors, different hair lengths, different hairstyles, straight, curly, whatever, all over the place. Asking my sister-in-law, my kid for help, asking my mom her opinion, asking my husband his opinion. And his opinion is, whatever makes you happy makes me happy. Whatever makes you feel confident makes me happy. Whatever makes you feel sexy makes me happy. So he was, ladies, he was useless in the nicest way possible on helping me decide what to do with my hair. I have had super short hair like spikes. I've had hair down to literally the middle of my butt crack. I've had everything. I've had black hair. I've had platinum blonde hair. I've had highlights, lowlights, everything under the sun, every style in between, right? But for some reason, trying to figure out what to do with my hair this time has been the hardest thing in the world. Now, I live in Florida. For those of you who don't know, if you're new here, I live in Florida and it is hot as balls. Whatever balls you think are hot, that's how hot it is here in Florida. And it's only June 11th and it's only going to get hotter for the next month or so, right? And having my hair long, I couldn't leave it down outside because I would sweat to death. So I spend 90% of my time with my hair in a bun or a ponytail. 90% of the time with my hair in a bun or a ponytail. I have zero hair skills. I don't know how to braid. I don't know how to curl. Although I do have a video where I tried out the new Lang flat iron curling thing and a bedhead styling wand. Turns out I can do a styling wand. I did better with that than the other thing, but I have no hair skills. I dry it straight or I let it air dry wavy. I call it trailer waves because it's kind of straight, kind of wavy. It's not really defined curls. It's some weird thing, right? So I know how to do those and that's about it. I can't do anything else. And what I can do sometimes is when it's shorter, it's easier for me to take care of and wash more often because it's shorter. It doesn't take me an hour because I have long, thick hair. It takes me an hour to wash it and then dry it and brush through it and all that fun stuff. Plus all that hair that you got to pull out of your butt crack and then, you know, off the shower walls when you're done. That's always fun. So I was looking for something for my hair. So I Googled everything. I Googled mid-length cuts. I Googled long layers. I Googled short shoulder length, you know, chin length. I Googled highlights, lowlights, you know, cool colors, whatever. And Instagram is actually the saving grace here. So I went on Instagram and I looked up Destin hair because I'm in Destin, Florida, right? So I looked up Destin hair, trying to find some salon near me that I could go to because I went to one a few months ago in September of last year and I was not happy with the trim that I got. I cut off probably about 6 inches then and I wasn't happy with what I had and I've just been letting it grow and it's grown back the 6 inches that I cut off. I swear my hair grows about 1 inch a month, which is sometimes normal. Sometimes that's, you know, considered fast for a lot of people. I'm not quite sure, but 6 inches is a big deal, just so we're all fully aware. It is, size does matter or length does matter. Anyway, so I Googled or I looked up Destin hair on Instagram and all these different hair salons in the surrounding area came up. And I started looking at a bunch of pictures and I'm like scrolling and this one pops up of this hair color. And I was like, oh, I really like that hair color. So I saved it. I have a save folder on Instagram that probably has, ooh, I'm not even going to exaggerate here, probably 200 different pictures of all different kinds of hair, from short to super long, to dark to light, to wavy to straight, to whatever. And then a bunch of videos, weirdly, a bunch of videos on how to use claw clips because I still could not figure it out. And I'm like, I think you have to have like the bangs in order for it to look cute. Because if you have all one length and try to put up in a claw clip, you kind of look like a secretary or not a secretary, I don't know, but I could never figure out, it never looked good, whatever. So I have all these videos saved, right? So finally I found a place and I went to the place. It's called, what's it called? Spoon something. Hold on. I don't remember what it's called, but I went today and I saw a girl named Rachel, and I walked in and all the way into walking in, I had no clue what I was going to do. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to go long layers or if I'm going to go short. I don't know if I'm going to go lighter or darker. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I had the appointment. It was a 2-week wait. Like that's how far out she was booked, was 2 weeks when I was able to get in. I was like, I'm just going to go for it. And once I walk in, I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. My daughter wanted me to do long hair with layers. A wolf cut is what she wanted me to do. And my sister-in-law was like, girl, chop it off. It's hot as hell outside. Just chop it off. You'll love it. You can wear a little hat. It'll look cute because I have a Jeep. Put the windows down, the top up, and then just wear a hat. And you don't have to worry about your hair flying all over the place. And then not having it up in a bun all the time will help not have that little bald spot that happens back here. It's already working its way in. It's a lot of fun. So I walked in and I sat down in the chair and I had my hair. So last night I washed it and I let it air dry. So it's wavy, whatever. And it's, you know, down to about here, right? And the bottoms are kind of blonde from when I had my hair done forever and a day ago. And then I had a ton of gray, right? So I sit down in the chair and Rachel goes, what are you thinking? And I said, I want darker and cool at the same time. And then I showed her the picture that I finally decided on of how I wanted to cut my hair, right? And so we get started and she's all excited. She's like, oh man, this is gonna be a great transformation. Like your before and after is gonna be dramatic. I'm super excited about it. And of course, she immediately started getting to work and I immediately was like, oh, did I mess this up? Did I pick the wrong thing? Did I decide to do the wrong thing? And then I think to myself, it's just hair. You know, that's how it works. It's just hair. So by the time it's all said and done, we ended up going lighter than I thought I originally wanted. I thought I originally wanted darker, and technically I am shorter than I originally thought I wanted, but I'm good with it. We got done and I got in my Jeep and I put the windows down and I put a hat on and it was perfect. Nothing was flying into my eyeballs, whatever. So here's what I ended up doing for those of you who wanted to know. Oh gosh, it's really hard to wear these. So you can see I did do some color because there's some remnants left over there. Let's see here. But I did cut it off. It is officially gone. And everybody's like, don't cut it. Now the back is not shorter than the front, but I did have her do some like weird like layers and we thinned it out and textured it so that it's not nearly, because I have really thick hair, so it's not nearly as heavy as it was. And I can do, look, you can see all the hair color there. But she put highlights and lowlights and left my natural color in. So it's like super dimensional. There's all different kinds of colors in here. And as it grows out, my gray will look just fine with it. Now, this here is kind of bugging me at first because this little section is shorter than this little section and it doesn't do it on this side, but I realize it's only because when I flip my hair. So it doesn't do it once I flip over this way, and then this way I have like shorter layers. So I don't love it straight down the middle. Let's see if I can get straight down the middle. I'm not a straight down the middle kind of girl. It's not, no, it's too much. So I'm constantly messing with my hair, y'all know. And I know people are gonna be like, no, you can't do the hair twirl, because I have a tendency to, you know, put it up and then twirl the ponytail, but I can still do like some cute things, possibly, whatever. I can figure something out with short hair, more so than long hair. But that's it. So the back is not like stacked or shorter or anything like that. It's just all whatever. So for those of you who are curious what I did with my hair, this is what I did. I said, texturize it, thin it out, cut it so it's not all the same length. I don't want everything being the same. I've got the longer and then the shorter. And then when I let it air dry, it'll have its waves. And technically, I'm sure it'll like puff up some, but I don't know. I like it. I got home, the man came out, said he liked it. And then he was like, did you do something to your eyebrows? And I was like, no. He's like, they pop. And I'm like, well, maybe it's because there's, you know, lighter color around my face. But either way, I'm happy with it. And it is going to take me a minute to get used to, again, not having long hair. When I go to wash my hair, not having it all down my back is going to be definitely different and interesting. But I do like from this angle, it looks like it's that kind of thing, but technically it's not. It's just the way it's dried. It's all still like one length. But I am happy with it. And the good news is, if I'm not, it'll grow back. It's just hair. And that's what I told Rachel when she did it. I was like, if I didn't like the color at the end, you know what you do? Put an all over color, call it done. If I didn't like the cut when we were done, order a wig, wear that shit around. It'll be fine. Put a hat on, it's not a big deal, right? So Really good price, took 4 hours to do everything. It was $200 to do my hair, which is also why I don't do my hair, because it costs a lot of money. But this way I don't have to touch it again. Like the color will fade or grow out to, it's mostly my natural color and like the grayish looking color. So as it grows out, it's still gonna look decent. And if I wanna keep it short, it's just little bits of trims here and there. So I feel like I look older, obviously. I think short hair makes you look older. So I feel like I look like a 42-year-old mom now as opposed to previously. And this is almost like a haircut I had probably 6 years ago, but it was an angled and it was like to here. It was like super short, but I also had like a super jawline and 30 pounds lighter. So it looked a little different, but I like it. It's so stressful doing hair. And even though I know if I didn't like the color, I could change it. And if I didn't like the cut, I could just wear a hat or get a wig. It still is like super stressful up until that point, because it's a huge thing for, especially for girls. Your hair is like a, I don't even know, like a extension of you. And you know how people, you know, judge immediately off of how you look. Like if I had the Karen cut, the can I speak to your manager? And I was worried that that's how it was going to come out with what I was asking for and what I wanted. But I feel like I'm good and it's okay. But it looks super cute with a hat on. I guess I should have brought a hat to show you guys, but it looks super cute with a hat on. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like all curly and whatnot. And maybe my curls will be curlier instead of like wavy, because it's not going to be weighed down. But I'm excited. So I'd love to know your thoughts. If you don't like it, that's okay. It's not going to hurt my feelings. If you love it, that's awesome too. But I'm really excited about it. And when I find Rachel's information, I'll put it over on Instagram also, just for anybody who's curious. You can look at her stuff. She does really good work. Her husband is in the, I don't know if she said Army or Marines. He's military. I know that much. He's military, and they just had a baby like 6 months ago, and she's got tattoos like I do. So she was pretty much badass, right? But it was a really nice experience today. And I don't pamper myself like ever. It's been literally years since I have done anything. And finally I was just like, it's too hot for long hair. I'm tired of always having it in a bun. I want to do something for me. So I did something for me, and now I can say I did it, right? Like that's how it works. I can say I did it. I asked my daughter when I got home if she liked it, and she's like, because she really wanted me to do the wolf cut, right? But she's like, no, it's good. I like the color or whatever else. And the man says he likes it. He could be lying, but at least he's smart enough to smile and tell me it looks amazing. And so for that, I love him. But that's it. I just wanted to show you guys. So pointless video, except for to talk about how stressful cutting your hair is. Guys, for some reason, whatever, they shave their head, they do whatever. But for girls, y'all know it's definitely more stressful, because I don't know, I really like this color. I told her I wanted it cooler and not warm, because my hair has a tendency to turn warm. And I feel like this is like a happy medium between the two, like kind of cool, kind of warm. If I wash with purple shampoo, it'll be cooler. But when I go out in the sun, it's gonna look warmer no matter what. Whatever, best of both worlds. So there's that. Anyway, SquirrelTribe 2.0. I love y'all immensely. Have a fabulous rest of your night, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.